Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you have seen my previous videos. If not, welcome. My name is Shauna. I'm technically based in New Jersey now, but I'm going to say I'm a New York based model because that's where I actually do my modeling. And I am a makeup lover and kind of a health nut, but not completely crazy about it. Anyway, I just wanted to sit down and I think I'm going to film a get ready with me style video today because I just wanted to chit chat, give some life updates because I have moved and I'm feeling a lot better having my own place finally and being able to just be more free and not have the stress of the living situation that I was living in previously. So yeah, I'm going to sit down. I don't necessarily have a particular look that I'm going to go for. And while I will show you the process of doing the makeup, like it's going to be, I would say more focused on like just sharing about my life, some advice, you could say. So yeah, I'm going to be using the Nomad Cosmetics Iceland Fire and Ice palette. It's a really fun, both cool and warm tone palette, which is one of the things that I really love about it because a lot of palettes are one or the other, and I like that this has a nice mix. And when I used this palette before, like I mainly used the cool tones, which I will say has more cool tones than warm tones. But I really love the mix of tones. And I'm definitely going to go more for a fiery look today rather than an ice look that I did before. So yeah, let's start with my makeup. I already have done my base. I did the usual. Actually, I do still need to prime my lids. I've lately been using this e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. I picked this up on the way to a shoot a few months back because I forgot my normal concealer. And while for me it's a little heavy as a normal concealer, I do actually really like it as the primer for my eyeshadow. I feel like it's been really performing well for that. And it's also just a little too light. Like, even though I like some brightening under my eyes, like, it's a bit much because I'm more, even though I do intense looks, I do prefer a more natural skin base. So, yeah, let's just put this on. And I hope that you'll be able to see what I'm doing somewhat because I'm not used to doing the get ready with me style. Like, I'm used to filming it, not talking. So I'm going to do my best with keeping in mind the placement of the mirror. But yeah, I moved on July 1st. I'm pretty sure that I mentioned that in a previous video. I'm so happy about it. I had had such a struggle finding a landlord who was willing to give me a chance, even though I have a job, I have money saved up. It just was such a struggle. And then I finally found someone who was willing to give me a chance. And I'm really happy. And it's been so nice living on my own. I've been wanting to for the longest time now. It's just been such a blessing. I love the quiet of Jersey City, at least where I am. I'm fairly far out, but it's been great. Even though my commute to work is much longer, I'm happy to do it because when I come home, like, I have an actual home to come home to rather than just a room. So I think I'm going to start out with this color here, which is Hecla. It's just a matte orange. I'm gonna take that in the crease. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily need to say what I'm doing in this video since the makeup is not as much of a focus, but I guess I'll just show you each color as I go along. So yeah, I have been here now almost 2 weeks, and I've also really noticed that people are so much more friendly here because living in New York, hardly anyone talks to each other when, I mean, as far as like having your neighbors there, like you'll see your neighbors and half the time, like no one even says anything, which I get it. Like the lifestyle is definitely a lot more busy and people just kind of like to keep to themselves. But I definitely will say it's refreshing to have people say things to me. Like one of my neighbors is this older lady, and she greeted me the other day and said, "Good morning, beautiful." And then she saw what I was wearing and she was like, "Oh, that is lovely." And I mean, honestly, just having comments like that to start your day is like such a nice feeling. And I really like it. And even though I'm an introverted person, like, I really appreciate knowing that people are looking out for each other, because I feel like that's something that is undervalued in this world. The importance of community, even if you don't have like a huge community, it's nice to know that there are people there who, you know, you really can rely on if you are in need of something, and that you can provide that for other people as well. I think that that's super important, and honestly, I feel that it's more important to have that than rely on these politicians, honestly, because I have a really hard time trusting them. I feel like they say a lot of things to get into office and then don't follow through with putting things into action when they get elected, and it's really disappointing. But there's so much strength in knowing that we can be what we need for each other, and that we don't have to rely on the system that is, quite frankly, quite broken. But I don't want to get into that too much. I want this video to be like a positive video. I really want to talk about manifesting through letting go, because that is something that I've seen happen in my life with multiple things in the past couple of years. And this move has been one of the biggest areas in which I've seen that, because I really wanted to move so badly. I was not getting along with my roommate. I was having a hard time communicating with her. I felt like she was just shutting down, and it just was really not a healthy situation. And so I began my search, and I thought that it would be easy, because I thought, okay, even though I don't meet these exact requirements, I have more money saved than is needed, and I can show them that, hey, I have this here, like, so of course I can pay the rent. And they were really stuck on credit. And I kept hoping that, you know, I was like, you know, there has to be one person out there at least who's willing to give me a chance. And I just was not finding it. And I just kept getting frustrated, and I feel like the frustration was really getting to me. And I had just reached a point where finally I was like, okay, I can't force this to happen. And I was like, I know it's going to happen eventually, but I need to let go of the attachment of it happening quickly. And the funny thing is, when I did let go of that, very shortly after that is when I applied to the place that I'm currently living in. And I had no expectation. I just messaged, and I was like, I just put it out there. I responded, and then I got a call from the landlord, and I was at work, so I originally did not answer the call. But then I checked my voicemail, and thankfully at my work, like, I'm able to take calls if I need to, really. But I'm the kind of person who screens my calls, honestly. And I saw the voicemail, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh, great. It's the apartment I applied for. Well, not applied for, but inquired about. And so I immediately called her back at work. We had a nice conversation. And I told her what my situation was, and she understood and explained some of her backstory and why she liked giving people a chance, and how a lot of people who have lived here have been New Yorkers as well. Even though I'm not a native New Yorker, I basically am now. And it seemed really good. And then we set up a time for me to see it, and we had a number of exchanges back and forth via email. I went ahead and sent her all of my documentation before seeing it, just so that if I wanted it when I saw it, she was like, if it's yours, if you want it, it's yours. So we just got everything in line, and I let her know, based on past experiences, that in order to give you money, like, I need to have a lease first, because I have been screwed over in the past. I'm going to go in now with, I can't read what this is. And I'm probably going to butcher this, but mousse pale lime? I don't know. It's this reddish orange shade. I'm going to go in that with that now to deepen it up. I just let her know, you know, I've been taken advantage of before when I didn't have things in writing, and that was really important to me. So she totally understood that. Sent over a copy of the lease. I looked it over. Everything looked fine. But, of course, I needed to see the place first. But I printed it out and brought it with me in case things went well. I saw the place. It was what I needed. It's a 1-bedroom. I have a backyard. And it has enough space for me to feel comfortable because I do have a lot of clothing because I have both my personal clothing and the clothing that I sell online. So I needed to make sure that I would have enough space to both store that and have space left over so that I'm not just like cramped in here. And I could see from the layout of it that even though there was a tenant in here, that everything would be fine. And the tenant was actually here when I saw the place as well. So I was able to talk to her with the landlord as well. And I could tell that they had a good relationship together. And it made me feel even better about the situation, that the tenant was really happy with the landlord. So I went ahead and signed the lease right then and there. When I left, I immediately transferred the money to give her the deposit, and the place was mine. And then within a few days, I moved. Like, it really happened so fast, so easy, where I was running against hurdles, being ghosted and having to continuously send messages to people. This went so easily, so smoothly. And I mean, I could not have asked for an easier process. And then when I moved in, the first day was kind of rocky, admittedly. Like, it was one of those like moments where you feel like the universe is testing you. Like, do you really want this? And I kind of had a mini breakdown, but I decided, you know, I knew I wasn't going to let that get to me, and that I knew that things would be fine after I moved through that. But it was, I don't even want to go into details about that. And it's even at the point already where it's kind of just humorous to me. And I probably will put it in my book, my memoir that I will write one day. But yeah, everything since then has been great. My landlord actually came over the second day. It was a Saturday with her son, and she was painting in the bathroom. She wasn't able to do that because there literally was just a day in between the previous tenant getting out and me moving in. So I totally understand that there wasn't time to do anything about that. But she was really sweet to come over and do that. And we talked the whole time. And then she was going to give me a ride to Target to pick up some essentials because I had been subletting pretty much the whole time that I've been in New York. And so I didn't really have basic things for an apartment, and I just needed to do like a big run to get like most of that at once. And that was really sweet of her to offer to give me a ride because I mean, she's just trying to be helpful. And actually what ended up happening is she just had her son take me instead because he lives really close. And that way she was saying he could pick me up even and like help me bring everything back, which was really nice because I did end up getting like quite a bit. And like I could have managed to do it with public transportation, but it really would have been a challenge. So I really appreciate that she did that. Now I think I'm going to go in with this color, Hell, and then I probably will pull in a cool tone, for the inner half of the lid, but yeah, let's start with this. So yeah, I mean, she's been super helpful and, you know, has let me know if I need anything just to let her know, and it's just, I could not ask for a better situation with a landlord. I'm so thankful and just really, really appreciative that after all the struggles, I finally have found what I want with finding a home. and I find myself already more motivated to do more. I have walked around a lot and explored my neighborhood. I still have a lot more to explore and find. I both have things within walking distance, and I'm also pretty close to a light rail that can quickly get me to other places. And it's really, really nice. And yeah, so I just wanted to stress how a lot of times in life there are things that we really want that we're clinging to, but unless we have zero doubt there, we're actually getting in our own way by clinging to it and having that attachment to it. And if we just put out our intention to the universe and allow it to come to us, it normally will come to us faster when we just let it go. And that is exactly what I experienced with this. And there was another thing that happened too that I don't want to get into yet. You'll find out eventually. But I did manifest something else as well that I actually am still in shock about, but I'm really grateful for. It's something good. I mean, obviously, if I manifested it and wanted it. But yeah, I really, really recommend letting things go and just allowing them to come to you, because the universe is there to provide what it is that you want. Let's see, what do I want to go in with next? I want to use another shimmer. I either am going in with this Gallo versus Lava here. Or no, I'm sorry, Gallo's Lava. I'm telling you, if I don't have my glasses on and I'm trying to read, it's a mess. I may also go in, though, with this color Elves. Like, because I feel like Gallo's Lava is darker than the color that I just put down. So I feel like I don't really want to do that in the inner section. But then maybe I also could use Valkyries. Like, that could be nice, too. I think I'm going to try that. Let's see. Let's try that. And I have some fun projects coming up. I am getting my hair done again this Saturday, which normally I would not do my hair with after just 4 weeks. I think that's kind of cool, actually. I like that. I normally wait 6 to 8 weeks just because it's easier with a little more root to do the touch-up. And also, it's just better to give your hair a break, because even though my hair is still pretty healthy after 5 years of being a double processed platinum blonde, you still don't want to push it. But yeah, I'm getting it done because I have a shoot with my agency coming up really soon, and I wanted to be fresh for that because it's going to be for Fashion Week and for our Fashion Week package, because when modeling agencies send out their packages for Fashion Week, which is basically just a set of images of all the models who are open to walking fashion shows for Fashion Week, or being part of presentations too. Often they do fresh photos for that, and I had a little bit of fallout, so I need to clean that up. And this is honestly something that happens a lot with my makeup. I tend to do my eyeshadow first. A lot of people get irritated with fallout, but I mean, for me, it's not a big deal. Concealer and using a beauty sponge or a brush to clean it up will take care of the problem. It's no big deal. So yes, we are doing a fresh photo shoot for that. And since I also will be getting my hair done again right before Fashion Week, I wanted my hair to reflect the state that it's going to be in for the fashion shows, that it's going to be fresh. So yes, I'm excited about that. And then I have a photo shoot with my friend Billy again on the 24th. Yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. Okay, so now underneath, let's see what I want to do. I feel like since I did that blue there, I kind of want to take this blue underneath on the outer corner, but I think I'm going to go in first with a warm tone. I think I'm just going to go in again with this color. So yeah, I always love doing shoots with my friend Billy. We actually did a shoot this past weekend that I'm going to post soon. I mean, I'm sure by the time this is out, because I have other things in the queue still, as usual. Um, but yes, by the time this comes out, those photos will most likely be up on Instagram. We basically did a mermaid kind of shoot, which we've, actually, let me not say that, because those images are not out. We did a mermaid themed shoot, kind of like a fashion mermaid, not like literal, because I wasn't actually wearing a fin or anything. But we went to a beach out in Coney Island, which for me was quite a trek since I now live in Jersey City. Like, it took almost 2 hours, I think. And, well, probably, honestly, it did take 2 hours by the time we fully got there because we ended up going to a more private beach, which was better because there were fewer people and it was easier to get the shots that we wanted. But yeah, I'm doing another shoot with him on the 24th, so my hair will still be pretty fresh for that. And I'm also planning a shoot with my friend Ryan soon. So I definitely have a lot of things in the works. And I mean, hopefully I'll be booking things soon. But I mean, honestly, that's something that I'm learning to let go of too, because I've so rigidly clung to, like, I have to book, I have to book, I have to book. And it's like, okay, you're doing what you need to do. You're putting in the work. You're doing these test shoots, which for anyone who doesn't know, a test shoot is basically a shoot that's not paid. It's often a collaborative effort. Sometimes it's just a concept that the photographer has and you're executing it. Other times it's to build up your portfolio. Normally the test shoots that I do are kind of a combination. Like, it's normally just, I mean, the two people that I work with the most are friends now, so we just love working together and creating striking images, essentially. That's our main goal. Like, I mean, of course we're building up our portfolios as well, but the main goal is just to create beautiful images that will evoke a reaction from people, like, that will hopefully make them feel something. So yeah, I definitely have those things coming up. And I am actually really excited because I am doing a runway class through my agency. And I feel like through my years of experience, and even though, if I'm being perfectly honest, I haven't done that many runway shows, I still have a strong sense, like, based on my experience being involved in the fashion world and also just learning about fashion over the years, I know what makes a strong runway walk, and I know also tips for castings and whatnot. So I'm excited to be able to provide that for some of the models in my agency. I think actually I do kind of want to deepen that up just a little in the outer section, so I'm going to take another color. I'm going to do Dark Castles, which is this color here. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that though, because I don't want it to be too dark. But yeah, I'm going to run it here and then bring it up a little on the lid, almost as a liner, but only, like, I would say in, like, the outer third or so, because I don't want it to, again, I don't want it to be too dark. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that, and just, you know, grateful for more opportunities coming my way. I know that pretty much all of us had a really rough year last year, and you know, even though I did keep creating, like, it wasn't the same, and I'm happy to, like, be able to get back to doing more things with other people. Even though I still overall keep my circle fairly small, it's nice to do actual photo shoots, because there for a while, like, everything I was doing was, like, my own creation. Like, you know, I was styling everything. I was doing my own makeup for everything. I was even taking my own photos. And while I am proud of myself, and I've gotten a lot better at that, and overall I actually still prefer doing my makeup, it's nice to have that full team and to show up, and, like, all I have to do is be the model. And And another thing I recently did just to try out something new is I was a model for a makeup school for their final photo shoot. There is a makeup school in Midtown in Manhattan that has a 5-week program. And I was a model for that. And it was an interesting experience. Like, I don't know that I would do it again, but hopefully I will get some good images from that. I will get those in a few weeks. So I'm hoping that there's something really good for that, because I definitely want to expand my beauty portfolio. I really don't have many images, like professional images for beauty work, and I definitely would love to work with makeup brands as a model. I mean, one of my dreams really is to be a model for a campaign and actually do the makeup myself. That would be like such a dream for me, to just use all of my skill sets in one. So yeah, I'm throwing that out there. But yeah, at the very least, soon I want to be working with more beauty brands and book some more campaigns. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking. I really did not have, other than mostly being a warm look, I didn't have much of a concept of where I was going with this, but I'm really loving the direction. Alright, I think I want to use one of these other really shimmery shades for the inner highlight. Like, I have these here, but I think I'm actually going to go in with Northern Lights. I think that's going to be fun and provide a nice contrast for what I've done so far. So, yeah, I would like to hear... I know a lot of people probably have, like, long ago tuned out of this video, but for anyone who's still watching, like, I'd love to hear, like, what are some things that you recommend doing for attracting into your life the things that you want? What are some things that you have tried and that have worked for you, and in expected or unexpected ways? Yeah, this is looking cool. Also, let me know, like, what you have been doing this summer so far, what you would like to still do, because, I mean, we still have a little bit of time left. Well, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Obviously, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it is winter now, and you're probably looking for, well, let me not say that, because I actually love cold weather, but you may likely be looking forward to warmer weather, and if that's the case, let me know what you're enjoying now, but also what you're looking forward to with warm weather, maybe soon on the way. Yeah, that's looking cool. And if you hear this noise, like, I still don't have a bed yet. That was a whole fiasco in itself. And so the noises are the air mattress that I'm sitting on, because I don't have any furniture. I never had furniture. Well, I won't say, I had furniture before. I don't currently have furniture. My bed will be here in a couple weeks. So until then, I'm definitely using my air mattress, which is fine. Like, I mean, of course, when I get my actual bed, it's going to be more comfortable, but this is fine for now. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Maybe I need to bring in that darker color a little more on the other side, actually. Yeah, so I actually ended up doing, like, I would say, like, the inner half, not the third. Ah! Oh my goodness. And I mean, doing a Get Ready With Me, you're seeing some of the things that I often edit out, because I can be a relatively clumsy person. And I just got this shadow, like, on my nose. But it's alright. Alright, yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Let's see. What else can I talk about? I did just upload, and again, like, by the time that this actually is live, it's gonna be quite some time from when it actually posted, but I just posted a look that I did. I actually filmed it during Pride Month, but it is just not going up because I was moving and had to quickly like take care of that. But yeah, I wanted to still post it because I'm going in with the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Mascara now. I still wanted to post it because I think that it's important to continue the conversation even when it's not Pride Month, because there are so many brands who are out here releasing a Pride campaign, but then they're not working with people from the queer community at any other point during the year. And that's not okay. It's not okay to just slap a rainbow on something and think that you've done all the work that you need to do for the rest of the year. The reality is, queer talent, especially queer talent that uses their voice more, is not as likely to be booked. Though that's starting to change, but I definitely have seen it be a case where they want to book someone who isn't going to use their voice as much because that's more acceptable to the consumer that may not be a part of that community. And there's still so much work to be done. There are currently bills that are being introduced, and unfortunately some of them are getting passed, that are trying to take away access to healthcare for trans youth, and it's just not okay. I think that there are a lot of people who are afraid of what is different, but what people need to remember is trans people are people at the end of the day. For me, at least, trans is simply an adjective. It is not all-encompassing of my being. And I'm a human being, and beyond that, I'm a spiritual being. And when you strip away all these, for me, tertiary, not even secondary characteristics and identity labels, we're not as different as people want to act like we are. Political parties, corporations, and other entities with power want to make us feel like we are so different and that that is a threat. But there is even more power in us realizing that we're not as different as we think that we are. But that also it's okay to accept and embrace our differences, and that we don't need to be all the same. So I want to see more reclaiming of that power and more people coming together and allowing people to just be who we are. And I've said it so many times, and I truly believe this. When you are happy with who you are, there is no need to create conflict with other people. Actually, just a second, because I just realized I do not have my bronzer here, and I definitely want to bronze up with this look. So I'm going to stop this video and then start again. Alright, I am back with my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. I have another bronzer. I think I have two other bronzers, which I need to get more of a chance, honestly, because I almost always use this. I never hit pan, and well, I'm not remotely hitting pan, but like you can see the dent in this where I've definitely gotten a lot of use out of it, because I just really love this. It's hard for me to find a bronzer that works for me because I'm fairly light and I can't do anything that's too warm. And I mean, of course, bronzer is adding warmth, but when you have cool undertones, you can't do anything too warm or it's just gonna come off orange and not look remotely appealing. So I really, really like this tone. I believe it's the second lightest in the range, and Fenty does have a really nice range, color range, in this bronzer. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I can really pack it on too, and it doesn't really ever get too intense. I mean, at least for me, it doesn't, for what I like with beauty. But yeah, I want to help create a world where we have more acceptance and just allow people to be who they are, and to encourage people to do the work to reach a point where that's just the natural state. Because I do believe that that is the natural state to exist in, is to accept people and love people as they are. It's just that we live in a world that is so controlled by mass media, by corporate entities that want to make us feel inferior, and we have to be there. We have to be the voices, both for ourselves and for others, to help eradicate that complete untruth. I know this video has had like quite a lot of topics, but I just wanted to get on here and talk. I was recently encouraged by someone I really admire and have a lot of respect for, to use my voice, and I just wanted to do that. I have had many times where I get in my own way and delay things and stall. And one of the things that I'm doing with this move is ending that. I am going to make sure that I'm much more consistent and on top of things, because I owe it to myself, and I want to encourage anyone. If there's something that you want to do, go after it. Do not allow yourself to be the one stopping you from doing it. And ultimately, I truly believe you are the only one who can stop you from doing what you want. So, yeah. Get out there and put in the work to do what you want. But also know, like, it doesn't need to be this grueling process. Just do what you love and enjoy the process. Find joy in every moment that you can, and just allow your blessings to flow. I've blocked my blessings so much in the past, and I'm done with that. I am focused on gratitude, and the more that we focus on being grateful for what we already have, the more we will cultivate even more to be grateful for. And I'm grateful that I'm at a point now where I can share those blessings with other people in various ways, through my words, through my actions, through, at times, donating money to causes, and individuals at times who may be in need. And don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near at a point where I'm like really banking, but I'm on my feet. I'm stable, and in having that stability, I'm able to be there at times, for those who may not have everything that they need. I'm grateful to have everything that I need plus more. So, alright, I have warmed up the face now. I was debating whether or not I want to do blush, but I don't think I need it or want it. So I'm going to go in with highlighter now. I'm going to use... Where is it? I literally just had it. I swear. Hold on again. Alright, I found it. I am going in with the Doubledown Cosmetics The Fortune Highlighter. This has become my go-to because it is a light gold shade that really goes with pretty much anything. I still absolutely adore the light highlighter that they did in collaboration with Media J that has the green reflect, and I need to get back into using that with the more colorful looks that I do. But I mean, I use it on most of my shoots now, because it's still, it's nice too. Like, it's a very buildable highlight, you can use a little and it will give you that nice like glow from within look, but you can definitely build it up to be like blinding. And if you are not new to my channel, then you know that that's the kind of highlight that I really like. So I'm definitely going to be adding like quite a bit. But yeah, I feel like this move has really improved my mental health in ways that I did not even foresee. It's already opened up things coming into my life that I didn't even think were going to happen. And again, more on that later. But it just, I'm the kind of person where I want to see other people be happy, and I like sharing where I've come from and where I currently am in order to hopefully inspire other people, because we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to have the life that is in our wildest dreams and that we may not currently think is within our reach, but every thought, every feeling we have in each moment has the power to create the reality that we desire. I strongly, strongly believe that. I mean, it is a spiritual law. It is the law of attraction. And it's not just material things. And a lot of people focus on like the end goal with that kind of thing too. I think I'm going to just like gently, I'm going to try this anyway, like gently brush through here. And then go back in with the fluffy brush that I use. A lot of people want to think of the law of attraction as like this like very materialistic thing, and it's not that. And a lot of it is, I mean, it can be if that's what you want, but it's any aspect of life. It's your relationships, it's your job, it's family, it's just life. And we all should be living from a point of joy. And that's the place from which we bring more into our life, is like experiencing that joy and experiencing it in the moment rather than thinking that it's like the end goal of something. It comes first. You need to be happy where you are first in order to get where you're going. So yeah, I just want to stress that. And again, express so much gratitude. I know I've come a long way. I haven't always been this happy person. I haven't always been this like very positive person. And I still have my moments. I'm still human. I still have times where I feel like I rarely now feel like I want to give up. But I definitely have moments where I feel very frustrated. But they are definitely much shorter lived now. And I overall know that I'm on the path that is right for me, and that I will continue to get in alignment with that, and also be open too, because that's another thing. Like when we're really rigid about what it is that we want in the exact path, like that's often a block too. We need to be open to it coming in expected and unexpected ways. All right, so now I'm going in. I don't know what this color is. I can't read it, but it's a Bite Beauty crayon lipstick that was in their holiday set this past holiday. It's a really nice, like, mid-tone neutral color. It's like one of those, like, perfect pinky brown colors. At least perfect for my skin tone, I will say. It also has like a really nice like orange smell, like a natural orange smell, not like a, well, it kind of does smell like candy, but like it smells real. It smells like an actual citrus oil. I just personally find this kind of lip product really, really easy to work with and apply. Yeah, that goes really nicely with this. Blot a little, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the Doubledown Cosmetics lip gloss and the shade The Runaway on top. I'm going to put it on my hand, even though I have actually mixed this in the past. It's better to put a product on your hand and apply it with your finger so that you're not dipping the other product back into it. And I put most of the product in the center and then I'm just like tapping it out. Alright, so I am done with this look. I really, really like how it came out. I hope that you enjoyed me talking with you, and if anyone got through this whole video, please let me know below if you would like to see more of this kind of video where I'm just sitting down and talking with you. I would be happy to film more videos this way. I really enjoy sharing and hopefully uplifting someone and making someone's day better. So yeah, definitely leave me a comment down below. And if you are not currently... Oh, I'm getting a warning that my storage is low. I'm probably going to have to, after this, go back through and like delete some videos. But yes, I hope that you enjoyed this. Please hit the bell notification if you have not already to get a notification when I upload a new video. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, stay safe and stay well. Bye.